They were called witches, but most were healers, mothers, or the elderly. Over 50,000 were executed, not for crimes, but for existing in a world ruled by fear. What led to this unthinkable chapter in history? The answer is as haunting as the trials themselves. The witch trials were born from centuries of fear, a perfect storm of superstition, religion, and power struggles. In 1487, a book would emerge to justify this terror. The Malleus Maleficarum, or the Hammer of Witches. Its authors wrote chilling words.
When a woman thinks alone, she thinks evil.
This text became a weapon, weaponizing ignorance and fueling hatred. Why witches? Why women? Many were simply vulnerable, widows, midwives, or those whose herbal remedies clashed with emerging Christian doctrine. It was easier to blame them for famine, disease, or disaster than to confront a world beyond their control. And so, suspicion took root, spreading like wildfire. The 16th and 17th centuries saw Europe gripped by paranoia. A neighbor's livestock fell ill. Witchcraft. A child sickened. The devil's work. Even kind acts were twisted into accusations. One trial record reads,
"She brought bread to the sick, surely to curse them."
The methods of proving guilt were barbaric. Thumbscrews crushed bone. The accused were submerged in icy waters. Those who floated were declared witches, but survival often led to execution anyway.
"We see no hope for justice,"
lamented a priest who watched these tortures unfold. The Würzburg trials, over 900 people, entire families, even children, perished. A 9-year-old boy confessed under torture.
"My mother taught me to fly."
The Pendle Witches, in England, a family feud spiraled into death for 12 accused in 1612. The Salem connection, across the Atlantic, hysteria spread like a plague in 1692. Each trial had a common theme: fear weaponized by power. Tragically, many used these accusations to settle scores, seize property, or elevate their own status. By the 18th century, the Enlightenment began to question these horrors. Philosophers like Voltaire condemned the trials, writing,
"It is better to risk saving a guilty person than to condemn the innocent."
Slowly, the flames of ignorance dimmed. The last known execution for witchcraft in Europe took place in 1782 in Switzerland. But the damage had been done. Tens of thousands had died. Millions had lived in fear. And the term, witch hunt, became a symbol of unjust persecution.
"I saw mothers weep for daughters they could not save,"
wrote a survivor of the Bamberg trials.
"Their cries echo in my dreams."
Today, these trials remind us of humanity's darkest capacity, the ability to destroy what we do not understand. Yet, they also serve as a warning, that fear unchecked can become a monster. The witch trials were not a story of witches. They were a story of power, fear, and the human cost of ignorance. Let us remember those who suffered, and let their tragedy remind us to seek justice and truth above all else. If this story moved you, subscribe for more untold histories.